Hey everybody, it's your boy Ricky here with Bromero Cards, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas card that's super fast. Took me about 12 minutes to make. We're going to be using these Tim Holtz stamps here, along with some MFT electric red cardstock, even though I spelled it wrong on the tag, whatever. Ink on 3 blackout ink, and we're going to be using the red cardstock as I said, and then some black cardstock as well. And we're also going to be using this little Teflon sheet to do a little ink blending and with the ink blending brush. So we're going to go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is take this ink on 3 ink and we're going to spread it all over this red piece of paper. I know it sounds scary, but it's going to look awesome towards the end. So we're just going to take this ink and cover the whole area of the card so that the red is peeking through. And then as we get there, then we're going to start doing the edges a little bit, so the edges are a little bit more black than around the middle. And I just use my Teflon sheet here to just take some ink off of it and blend it along the edges. And we're going to do this on all 4 sides, just so that there's a little bit of darkness around the side. The next thing we're going to do is just dry this with a heat gun, because we did put a lot of ink on this, and we just want to make sure that our embossing powder is not going to stick to this. And how I'm going to check that is I'm just going to pour some on there before I do anything. And as you can see, there's some embossing powder sticking on there. So what I'm going to do is put it in my mini Misti here, and then I covered it actually with my embossing pal, my embossing buddy, so that nothing else sticks to it. And we're going to go ahead and get this stamped out onto the cardstock. And I'm going to use Ink on 3's Juicy embossing ink. This ink is pretty awesome. It's so juicy that the actual ink pad is heavy. That's how juicy it is. So we're going to go ahead and get that inked up, and we're going to fold this over, and then we're going to go ahead and get the gold embossing powder also placed onto the card. This is also by Ink on 3. And I'm just going to take a brush and get rid of some of the extra here. You could actually leave it if you wanted to. I think it gives it a little bit of character if you left some of it on there. But I just brushed some off. And then I'm going to take the ink pad. Well, first I'm going to go ahead and get this heat embossed. And then as I get that heat embossed, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the corners of the card and put it along the ink pad here. And I'm also going to dip it into the gold embossing powder so that we can do like a gold edge along the side of the card here. Basically, I'm just going to take my card here and dip it all the edges into the cardstock. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the heat embossing gun and go ahead and get that melted. And as you can see, there's still a little bit of flex onto the card, but it's fine. It totally gives it personality. Now the next thing we're going to do is once we get this heat embossed and we get this all settled, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get this placed onto the black cardstock. And I'm going to use my favorite glue here, the art glitter glue, and we'll go ahead and get this lined up onto the black cardstock. And my head does not appear again this time. This is the second video in a row where I have not had to use my head to get this on straight. So I'm getting better. Now we're going to take this panel and we're going to glue it to the card base, which is 110 pound Nina cardstock, and we're going to go ahead and get that down. And little did you know that I actually glued this upside down onto the base. You just can't see it because I never opened up the base until after I finished the card, so I had to cut it off and put it on another card base. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull out some gold pearls here. We're going to place these onto the card. There's really no rhyme or reason for this, but anyway, we're just going to get those glued on. So we're going to use the art glitter glue for this. And I'm just going to pick up each one of these and just put a little dot of glue behind it and go to the next one. So this card is going to be completed here in a few seconds. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and click that bell so that you know a new video has come out. And also be sure to follow me over on Instagram. I would love to get to 10,000 followers. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and you guys have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.